Hello, this is Bobby Connor from Eagles View Ministry. I want to talk to you a little bit about the First Nations people. Thank you so much for taking time to listen. God has big plans for the First Nations people. I've had encounter after encounter with the Lord concerning the First Nations people. One was back in Kansas City, was doing a conference there with Paul Keith Davis and with Bob Jones. And I was speaking that night in Kansas City, and a huge, majestic angel appeared in First Nations regalia right in front of me. And I thought, well, I'll not say anything and call attention to what's going on. So I tried to step around the angel while I was on the platform, and oh man, he stepped right back in front of me and bumped into me so hard, almost knocked me over. And he said to me very distinctly, said, "Nope, the church will not go around the First Nations people this time. We'll have to come. We'll have to come through the First Nations people." And I'm telling you, that's a marvelous thing, and I believe that's so true. And then I had another encounter with the Lord, where the Lord was standing there, and He said, "Bobby, look at this." And He lifted His hands, and He moved His hands like this in a way of releasing a blessing. And I saw an anointing move from His hands, and it seemed like we were down in the panhandle of Florida, and this wave from the hand of the Lord came all the way across America and went up to Alaska, and there it was First Nations people just by a multitude standing on a mountainside. And when this anointing from the hand of the Lord touched the First Nations people, they fell on their face and they broke, and their spirit broke, and they jumped up and was just joyous and jubilous as they turned around and forgave us for all of our atrocities. Isn't that a marvelous thing? And then another experience I just had at the beginning of this year, I was standing on a mountainside with the Lord, and I hear a motorcycle coming, very rapid, very fast, and a motorcycle slides right up to me, stops, and there's a First Nation young person there, seemed to be in his mid-30s, and he said, "My father was chief, my father has passed on, but he told me I'm to bring all of my people to you." And there was a release there, but I believe God is saying that God is bringing the prophetic to the First Nations people, and the First Nations people to the prophetic in a new and a precious way. But God bless you, and God bless all that you're doing. And remember this, God's plans for us are wonderful and marvelous, far above anything we could ask or experience for our own self. God bless you.